we have this thing like we talk about, like launch imperfectly, because for the longest time, when you keep things on the shelf or you keep things hidden inside of your room that you're working on and you're afraid to release it out to the world, you're doing no one any good, including yourself. And it's like when you just kind of like have the courage to put something out in the marketplace, even if it's completely imperfect, right, is when like everything starts to change. And I think you've experienced it as an entrepreneur. I know I've experienced it as an entrepreneur. It's one of those things where it's like you can't connect the dots looking forward, right? As Steve Jobs would say, you can only connect them looking back. And you just kind of have to go out there and go out on a limb and put things in the marketplace and put things out in front of the consumers and just kind of get that feedback moving forward. I think a big part of being able to launch something out into the marketplace comes down to mindset, right? I think mindset is a really big part of the entrepreneurial game. I think people go through this experience where like they have these limiting beliefs and these false beliefs. Run me through some of like the false beliefs that you had when you were building your business, or limiting beliefs that you thought were going to stop you, and then how you overcame them.
So, I mean, we all suffer from imposter syndrome, right? I mean, that's one. It's one limiting belief. We all question out whether or not we belong in a room. I was just telling a story earlier today that I was at a mastermind meeting this last weekend, and I was sitting in a room with some incredible people, and I'm just like, do I belong in this room? And I know that I do, in the forefront of my mind, but the back of my mind is always telling me, that I belong in these rooms, and my business is as good or better than most people in that room, right? So we all struggle with that question of whether or not we're worthy, whether it's success, we're capable of handling success, whether or not we belong, in the room, what we found out. And that's something that everybody at every level, unless you're not human, unless you're a narcissist, you're going to struggle with. And that's, it's just making the decision to train your mind that even when that thing creeps up in your head, that you put it behind you and you own your right. That's one. I think that the biggest struggle that I see people have, and that I have had, is wanting to have that things to be perfect. And they're not. Number one, you got to know that they're not. Wanting to have all the answers before you take action. And that's just impossible. And I've learned through the years that I got to throw it up against the wall, see what sticks, and fill in the cracks. Like, I don't know what perfect looks like. And that's another mindset issue that people have. And then just the fear of the unknown. Sometimes you got to just embrace the unknown. And take action. I'm a real estate investor. I'm really, really good at it. Like, I can do this business with my hands tied behind my head and I'm blindfolded, and and every obstacle you put in front of me, I can do that business. I'm now building, a business on the info side. I've had a podcast for 4 years. I built an audience, and now we're starting to do some coaching and some different products. And having to realize that even though I aim in one business, doesn't mean I'm going to walk into another business and be at the top. And so staying humble and understanding that, again, I don't know what perfect looks like, but I'm going to build this thing, and I'm going to build it good. And I got to find the right people to surround myself with, the right mentors to surround myself with. And I just got to stay there. And it's all a decision at the end of the day. And I think once people realize it's as simple as making a decision and moving forward, putting one foot in front of the other, they're going to accomplish great things.